we started with a very specific need for our supervisors, first-line managers in the plant, and their boss, the UAP manager. And we needed to be able to deliver something around managerial skill across our 34 countries in not quite 34 different languages, but not far off 34 different languages. So that's where we started the relationship with Cegos. Very quickly, what we understood was we were focusing on one group of managers, but there's actually a lot larger group of managers that we needed to focus on. And that was the evolution we took and created what we call the Fundamental Management Skills Program, which and it then follows for the supervisory and UAPs with an additional program for them. But they're all managerial skill based, it's not technical based. And what we were able to do when we redesigned the program, and understand it's Cegos content, it's not our content, but what we've done is overlaid on that content our needs from a leadership competency viewpoint, which is our annual assessment criteria for these managers. So we very much link their performance effectively, because they are assessed on these leadership competencies. We've linked the performance to the training, or the leadership competencies to the training. I will sort of answer it in two ways. The first is we focused very strongly on the quality of the event, which everyone does. And what we see in the evaluation of the events and, the action that people are putting down and committing to talk through with their manager is a really high level of satisfaction with the event and with the potential impact that can have later. Much more difficult to develop and measure that after the event. So that's the first. The event are good and maintain and improve in that performance. The second thing is, which for me is a real underlying tell if it's good, and that is, do people come back and ask for more? And does the program have a repeat life within the countries? And where we've run it in the countries, we've always had the repeat. So for me, this is a very good sign that the training is appreciated within the country. It's tailored to that country, and therefore they want more. The success factors, it's fairly straightforward. What we were looking for in terms of our goals, we wanted a entry-level management skills program. We wanted to be able to run that in all of our countries, 34, 35 countries. And as a consequence of it being entry-level, we wanted as wherever possible in local language. So the reality is Cegos defined the content, we overlaid our bits on it, and they run that. And this is the beautiful thing from a corporate training viewpoint. I'm not involved in the running of the training at all, unlike virtually all of our other trainings. It's managed directly by Cegos on a local country. This gives two advantages. It gives a sort of ownership of learning to the country, which is good, but it also allows that slight adaptation where required. I think Cegos's real success factors for this program, I think there's several. The first is the ability to take our training need and deliver that based upon our language. And I'm not talking about, French, English, German. I'm talking about Faurecia language, as opposed to try and deliver a standard program. They have tailored it to us. The second thing is the real competency in delivering training, not only regionally, but the organization behind it is very powerful and takes a lot of headache away from the organization. And I think finally the relationship with the project manager for the training and the reaction in particular of the project manager when something maybe isn't perfect, the reaction to that is, I will call or send an email, but the reaction normally has already taken place, and it's more about, yes, I saw that, I did this, and this is the problem solved. Next time, this is going to happen. And for me, those sort of three factors really give the success of the program from a Cegos perspective.